Welcome to Reflections with VinDesh, a weekly discussion series that challenges our perception of the world and ourselves. Learn more at thedispassionateobserver.com. That's THEDISPASSIONATEOBSERVER.com. Welcome, everyone, to this week's edition of Reflections. This is VinDesh, and I'm excited to talk about a profound topic, the identity crisis. We'll cover our identity, how we think about ourselves. We'll talk about how this idea of self creates purpose for us, it creates meaning, but in the process, it inevitably leads to fear and anxiety. And we'll talk about a new way of being, a more fluid way of being, where we're not chained to a conception of ourself. Let's start with a very basic question. What is identity? The simplest way to answer this question is to ask yourself, when you look in the mirror, what do you see? Most of us see physical attributes. Our height, our weight, our skin tone, our posture, the color of our hair, the color of our eyes. We also might see our preferences, our favorite color, our favorite music, our favorite food. We think about our relationships. Maybe we're spouses, we're friends, we're lovers, we're brothers, we're sisters. We think about affiliations, ideologies. What political party do we support? Are we pro-life, pro-choice, pro-gun control? What causes do we care most passionately about? We might see our insecurities, our limitations, our talents, and all of these wrap together and they form the fabric of ourselves. They form our identity. And this identity becomes profound for us. It anchors us. It's our safe space, something we can always come back to. It structures our lives. It gives us purpose. It gives us meaning. Maybe we're rich or we're beautiful. We like being rich. We like being beautiful. We want to continue to be that way. Maybe we don't fit in with other people. We're misunderstood. And even though it doesn't feel good to be misunderstood, it makes us feel special. It makes us feel different. It's our own personal struggle. It makes our life worthwhile. Maybe there are aspects of ourselves that we simply don't like. We get angry, we yell and scream, and then we feel embarrassed. We feel sorry for the people we've hurt. But even this becomes part of ourselves. Even this becomes something that we hold on to because we imagine a time when we'll persevere, when we'll overcome this limitation. And this mental drama uses our time, it uses our energy. It gives us something to do. And without this identity, how would we feel unique? What purpose would we serve? How would we stand out in this world? Without this identity, we would fade into time and space. We would sink into emptiness. So we cling to this identity. But in clinging to a set of attributes and using these to define ourselves, we guarantee fear and we guarantee anxiety. We become very unstable. The reason is simple. Each component of our identity constantly changes. Our ideas about life change. Our relationships change, our jobs, change. Our fortunes change. One day we might be wealthy. The next day we might lose our money. Even our physical characteristics change. And if we rely on a static conception of ourselves to feel good, to feel safe, to feel secure, we always fear that something might happen, that something might upset these conditions that we've carefully put together, and our identity might fall apart. Let's take a few simple examples. Let's say we're the president of a big corporation, and we devote our life to this company, to its people, to its products. Everything we do, everything we breathe revolves around our job. Then one day, we lose our job. Or one day, we fall ill. We can no longer work. Our life is in shambles. Who are we? What are we doing? What does our existence mean? Or maybe we're in a relationship and we define ourselves through that relationship. We see ourselves as part of a whole. We see ourselves as special. We see ourselves as blossoming in the love and the protection of the other person. And if that relationship ends, we feel devastated because we have lost a part of ourselves. Because what we thought we were has crumbled. It's disappeared. Is there a way to move beyond identity, beyond this fear and anxiety, so we can feel stable, we can feel secure, even though conditions around us might constantly change? Yes, fortunately, there is. We can commit to embracing the fluidity of life, to accepting change. We can commit to letting go of a static conception, to letting go of everything that defines us, to enjoying the process of life, the ups and downs, the challenges, and not needing to be this or to be that. Remember, who we are does not matter, because who we are will always change. What's much more important is how we live. If you enjoyed the show, please consider leaving a review on Podbean, iTunes, or your favorite podcasting app. Every 5-star review allows us to share more unique and insightful content. Learn more at thedispassionateobserver.com. Thanks for listening, and please tune in again next week. Peace.